Hi everyone, it's Kara, and I wanted to share a technique that I am using for some of my Christmas cards that I've just started to make. And it's pretty simple, but I'm really impressed with how it looks, so I wanted to share it. So for this technique, you will need some watercolor paper. I happen to just have this sitting around. It seems to work fine. I don't think for this you need anything too terribly fancy, but that's the kind I'm going to be using. Then you also need some sort of stamps. I'm going to use these Hero Arts cling stamps, and they are a set of 4 snowflakes. Really cute and simple, very Christmassy. They're the ones I'm going to use. And then you also need to use distress inks because they work really well with water. So I am using Fired Brick and Faded Jeans, but you could use a variety of colors and a variety of stamps for the technique. It's super simple and versatile and looks really great. And then you also need some sort of water. I'm going to use the mister that I came up with after watching Jennifer McGuire's classes on the inspiration showcase that she just did not too long ago. And this is basically just water and Perfect Pearl. It's the pearl color of Perfect Pearl. You can see it's kind of swirling around in there. And I'm actually keeping it on hand because as she suggested, it works well with so many different little things. It's just great to have around. And basically it's just regular water and however much of the Perfect Pearl that you like. Again, this is the pearl color. If you are a fan of another color of Perfect Pearls, you could do that. Or if you wanted to use a different color for Christmas, a gold, a red, a green, something like that, you could obviously also do that. After it sits around for a while, it's gonna, pull down at the bottom and settle and, not look shimmery like it does right now. But if you just shake it a little bit, it comes right back and you can see it all swirling around in there. So that's what you need. It's pretty simple. I have a piece of watercolor paper ready right here. Move this out of the way. And all you need to do is pick whatever stamp you're going to use. Take the ink that you're going to use. And I apologize for the lighting. It's a little bit off. It's a little late in the day here for natural light, so I've had to use an overhead and desk light. So I apologize for the shadows and hope that there's not too much glare. Anyway, I'm going to start with the Faded Jean. And you just ink up the stamp as much as you want, as dark or as light as you're going for. And you'll kind of see what I mean once you've done it. And then you're going to use this water. I spray from about, I don't know, 5-6 inches up. And it's usually 1 or 2 mists, depending on how much water you want. And of course, you could have put this on an acrylic block, but I found it's just as simple to leave it off and just use the cling stamp. But if you like the block, obviously feel free to use it. And just place it straight down, press it down. Let me move this up just a little bit so you can see it better when it comes off. And obviously this could be somewhat messy, so be prepared whenever you're using inks. You could get a little bit messy. And then it comes off, and there's the effect that you have. You can kind of see that. See if it'll, there we go. When it dries in just a little bit, it will look like that one. Sorry for the background noise. If you can hear that, that's my daughter cleaning her bathroom. Anyway, that's what it looks like. Let's try one of the red ones. So again, this is Fired Brick. And here is the stamp. Again, put on as much or as little as you want for the color. Spritz it once or twice, depending on how watery you want it the look to be. Straight over and press. Okay. And then lift it straight off. You can see this one has a little bit more water than the other one does. But it will still, let me see if I can get that close up. It will still dry and have a really great effect. Okay, and I do have another red one over here. Here's that one. So you can see kind of what they look like when they dry. Now what I did when I did the original ones when I was trying out the technique, I stamped a whole sheet of them. In case you're wondering, this is just a baby wipe. I keep them handy when I'm inking because they help for quick cleanup. Anyway, I stamped the sheet. I did a couple sheets of them, and then I cut them out in different ways to use on cards. I came up with the cards afterwards, although I had a few things in mind. So some of the ways I cut them out were using one of my dies from Paper Tray Ink. This is the Teeny Tags die. And you can see those. Let's see if I can get them up closer for you. There's those. And I also just used a hole punch, punched some out, just different parts of the snowflake. I thought was kind of a cool look. So you can see, like in this one, did the center. And this one I did to the side, something like that. And then I took all those and some other ones, and I made a few cards to give you some ideas of how I was going to use them. So here's one with that Paper Tray Ink die. Super cute, and that's also the sentiment's also a Paper Tray Ink stamp. And let's see, and then here's one showing those circle punches. Holly Jolly Holiday. Again, sentiments are Paper Tray Ink. Really cute. And then I did a couple with the blues. This one wasn't Faded Jeans. I think I used Broken China. Sorry, I'm drawing a blank right now, but it was a lighter blue, as you can tell, if you can compare them. Yeah, it was Broken China. So this is a little bit lighter. And you can see on this one I put some real small rhinestones through it. And I don't know that the camera is really picking it up, but the blue ink does have a shimmer to it because of the perfect pearl. And then one last one that I made, again with the blue, Holly Jolly Christmas. I just really like it. I think it's a really pretty soft look. I'm going to try it out on some other things eventually too, but I was really pleased with the effect. So hope you enjoyed it. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below, and have a great day. Bye.